Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Sunday, the 5th of October 2025. We do have some news today, and that's a preview because there is a Mills under-21s game tomorrow, Monday afternoon, kick-off 1 p.m. This is from millfc.co.uk, the club's official website. They've done a preview. How delightful. Millwall under-21s travel to London Colney to take on Watford under-21s in the Professional Development League on Monday afternoon. The Young Lions go into this match with 2 wins and a draw and 2 defeats from the last 5. This has seen Kevin Nugent's side pick up 6 points in the Professional Development League with home victories over Huddersfield under-21s and Colchester under-21s, as well as the first ever Premier League Cup point at the Den against Wolves under-21s in a 1-1 draw. Good stuff, yes, I was there for that. The losses came in PDO action and away clashes with Sheffield United and Cardiff. The Hornets come into this clash on the back of 4 defeats from their last 5 in all competitions. With losses to Bournemouth, Cardiff, Sheffield United, as well as an away loss at Leyton Orient in the Premier League Cup. Well, that's not good because Leyton Orient, I believe, are Category 3. Oh dear. Their solitary victory in the previous 5 outings came in a 3-0 triumph over Barnsley under-21s in the PDL. Well, we lost our first game of the season to Barnsley 4-0. So, although it was a very young team, it was basically an under-18 team. Watford under-21 sits 7th in the southern side of the Professional Development League, split on 9 points from 8 matches. Last season they finished the campaign in 9th on 38 points. The Hertfordshire's Halford's top scorer is Amin Nabizada, with the 18-year-old firing in five goals in all competitions. Their manager and assistant manager are ex-professionals Charlie Daniels, who most notably featured over 200 times for Bournemouth at left-back and won promotion to the Premier League with the Cherries in 2015. A former Jamaican international Adrian Mariappa, who made over 350 appearances in the EFL with spells at Watford, Reading, Crystal Palace, Bristol City, Salford City. Daniels leads the team while Mariappa is the assistant coach. So there you go. There's more. There's more. Oh my god. The last time the two sides met was a thrilling encounter at the Den on the 11th of March this year, with Millwall running out 4-2 winners in a PDL clash. First half close range goals from Jet Dyer and AJ Matthews saw the Young Lions have a 2-goal advantage going into the break, and Carl Smith made it 3 just after the break with a powerful free kick. The visitors reduced the deficit with 2 quick-fire goals courtesy of Aidan Coyne and Josh Keys, but failed to complete the comeback as Frankie Baker scored a penalty with just over 15 minutes to go to secure all 3 points. Highlights from the match are available below. Out of the last 5 meetings, Mill have 4 wins and 1 draw, scoring 18 goals across those matches. It's very hard to this. I imagine because of the turnover in there's not really much stats for the under-21s really. It's not really a thing that exists. But, we do have this. So as mentioned, as we've just seen, what's going on here then? If I click on... Okay. I wanted the table up, but I don't know why it's brought up the squad. If I click on that, and if I... Oh, the table's here. Yeah, here we go. So, yeah. For some reason they're doing a one table fits all, but there we are, 16th, 6 points, 2 wins, no draws, 5 defeats, and Watford are up here on 9 points. So a win tomorrow would be lovely stuff. So we do hope that they can pull that through. It's being held at London Colney, which is Watford's training ground. So not really, no public access really. You may, I think they might let you in if you could call them up and ask them, but they'll probably just say no. Some grounds let you in, some grounds don't. So you just have to assume that they're not going to let you in. So there you go. That's the news for today, Sunday, and obviously Sunday post match, the day after the match. We do the stats, and we're moving on to the stats now. So if you're not sticking around for that, thank you for watching, but if you are, here we go. So this is the match report page from whoscored.com. From Millwall 3, West Bromwich Albion 0. And as you can see, if you look on the right hand side, you see the top performers in ratings, total shots, tackles and dribbles. You can see Mill players, the top 5 rated, all Mill players. Zach Sturge and Jake Cooper had the most shots. So again, we scored 3 goals. Striker didn't score. An attacking player did score. Aziz scored. He is an attacking player. But Sturge and Cooper, 2 shots. Most tackles, Luongo and Ballo. Getting stuck in. Good to see. So if we go back up. If we go back into the middle, Millwall were effective at creating goals, scoring opportunities from counter-attacks and were strong at finishing. We lost possession of them. We played with width. We favoured long shots and we favoured long balls. I've got long balls. I'm a very old man. My balls are very long. So attempts on goal: 11-10, 7-6 open play, 2-4 set piece, 2-0 counter-attack. And our 3 goals from only 11 shots is a 27% conversion rate, which is fantastic at this level, the 2nd division of English football. Wow, that's something to behold. We absolutely slaughtered them, did we not? You can see they were mostly going down the right hand side. We were mostly going down kind of both sides, but slight bias to the right because obviously that was Femi Aziz was there. Shot directions. Shot zones. So they didn't have a single shot inside the 6-yard box. They had 80% inside the 18-yard box and 20% outside. We had 50% outside and 50% inside, including in the 6-yard box. Action zones, mostly in the middle. Very little in our, just a quarter in our area, our third of the pitch. Player positions. So they looked, what were they doing? They were doing like a 3-4-2-1. Looks like they were doing that now. 3-13-2. Or were they doing a 4-6-3-2-4? So they were doing 4-3-2-1. But narrow. Nah. We were doing, so interesting, Zach Sturge kind of not that far forward, really. Cooper was further forward than him. You got 8 is Billy Mitchell, 21. I think that's Luongo, is it not? So they would. Why were they dragged over that side? That's kind of interesting. And then obviously Femi Aziz, number 11. 7 is Ballo. 39 is Smallbone, and 19 is the lad Coburn. So they were probably playing off each other. So let's move on to this page, which is the match centre page from whoscored.com. And here are the match events. The yellow card for them, the goal for us, the yellow card for Callum Stars. Remember him? Jake Cooper got booked for a cynical dragging back of someone when they were on the break. And then the second half, we come out 10 minutes after the restart. We score that goal. Fantastic goal of the season contender. I mean, it's early on. We're only in October, but I mean, that's got to be up there. It's literally ball over the top. It's long ball, It's like, but ball over the top by Billy Mitchell. Femi Aziz takes it down, cuts inside, shimmies his feet to get his feet right, and just whacks it into the top corner. Brilliant stuff. Very good stuff. And after that, they go 2 goals down. They thought, well, let's stop fucking around. We're 2 goals down. Let's make some changes and try and get into the game. And that didn't really work out for them. We made a change, which looked to be, Femi Aziz was like stretching his hamstring. Hopefully he's okay. But obviously maybe he felt something and he didn't want to risk it. So he went off first. And then Zach Sturge scores that goal. Beautiful weighted pass by Turner Ballo. to split the fullback and the centre back. Zach Sturge runs onto it, absolutely brilliant, blasts it, at the keeper's face, and it goes in the goal. And then we make the changes. That kind of saw us kind of peter out a bit, because there was a definite downshift in talent, in effort, in things going smoothly rather than all 50-50 stuff like this, losing balls, not passing it properly, stuff like that. That did drop off. So you got to imagine Turno Ballo, obviously Austrian international. Don't think he got called. Didn't announce that he got called up this time around. They should have announced it by now, surely, because they go away on Wednesday. So I imagine he didn't get in. Josh Coburn, Will Smallbone, Republic of Ireland international. As soon as he comes back and he's fit, he goes straight into the squad. Which I don't know whether that's how good Will Smallbone is, they think he is, or how poor the squad depth for the Republic of Ireland is these days. Now that they're not getting all of these what they used to call plastic paddies in. But interesting stuff. Right, so let's go down and look at this pretty graphic. Zach Sturge got the highest rating of all of the players on the pitch, 8.2. Because I'm sure because he scored a goal and he did some brilliant defensive work as well. But if you look at the top left and top right where the club badges are, you can see it's 7.03 rating, average player rating for all of the team for Millwall, and 6.11 for West Bromwich Albion. So that's just under a whole point. So very outclassed they were, quite considerably. We've got Sturge 8.2, we've got Aziz 8.1, and then most of the other team had 7s. You just got Smallbone with 6.7 and Bender with 6.8, which makes a change for Bender to get a score above 5.5. Last time out against Coventry, it was something like 4.3. So that was an improvement. 11 to 10 shots. Who had those shots? These players did. Sturge with 2, Cooper with 2, Ballo with 2, and then these other players with 1 each. So Femi's is 1 shot, 1 goal. Bosh. How about that? That's what you need. You need the quality, don't you? Possession-wise, 39 to 60. Yeah, again. Anytime there's a game where we have most of the possession, which we did against Coventry, which was weird, we don't really, we lose the game more or less. But their defenders, Mepham 8.6, Stars 5.7, Campbell 7.6, Phillips 6.7. You can have the ball. You want to have the ball, win your defensive area. Yeah, fucking have it. Go on, good luck. Pass it between each other all day long. You ain't going to score goals like that. For us, though, them playing most on the ball, basically the middle square, Cooper, Crammer, Luongo, Billy Mitchell, the 2 centre-backs and the 2 CMs. Pass success percentage 68 to 81. Yeah, the thing is the wind. The wind was... We had it good I think it was in the first half we had it good. In the second half we didn't have it good. But you got Coburn 88, Ballo 86. I imagine that's off of small numbers. You got Billy Mitchell was normally higher than that, 76. Cooper 76, Smallbone 76, Crammer 76. So weird that they all got the same number. Dribbles 2 to 9. Yeah, that Johnston. See, again, that Johnston for them was going down that side. So that suggests Sturge had a bit of work to do, which probably helped bump his rating up. Aerials 1, 20 to 13. Cooper with 3, Sturge 3, Crammer 3, Luongo with 4. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Tackles 21 to 16. Longo 4. Ballo with 4. And everyone else with 1 except for Leonard, who got 2. Even the subs were getting involved, well, most of them. Corners 4 to 5. These are the players who won those corners. And dispossessed 7 to 18. Yeah, their striker Hegaboo got the ball taken off of him 5 times. And for us, it's Luongo and Ballo twice. So let's move on to this from whoscored.com. It's the player statistics page. And these are the ratings in order for the Millwall players. 8.19 for Zach Sturge, 8.09 for Femi Ziz. So 2 players with 8s. And then you've got, another 7 with 7. 7 ranging from 7.84 for Cooper. Going down all the way to 7.05 for Billy Mitchell, who got the assist. And then you've got Bender, and then you've got Smallbone. So Smallbone, the lowest rated of the starting 11, 6.73. And then, as it should be, all of the subs are the lowest rated players. Now, why should it be that? Because they have less time on the pitch. So anytime you have a substitute who has a high rating than the player that they replaced, you're thinking, oh, hang on a minute. So that was a good substitution because he did better than the player he replaced. But, Cundall replaced Luke Smallbone, Will Smallbone. 6.25 for Cundall, 6.73. So Smallbone got that score in 77 minutes. Cundall got that score in, 12 minutes. So there you go. But again, so coming on in the 78th minute, Marlon Ivanovic, 5 touches of the ball, 1 hit aerial 1 and 50-50 on his passing. Yikes. How many shots did we have on target? So it was 11, was it not? Yeah. So 11 shots, 4 on target, 3 goals. Pretty good, eh? Pretty good. That's pretty good. But that's close to the golden ratio. Yeah. And if you don't know what the golden ratio is, so however many shots you have, half of them should be on target and half of those should be goals. So it's very good stuff. Let's move on to how many times we were offside in this game. Because I think last time against Coventry we were offside 6 times. Just the twice. Defensively, we've seen the tackles, but what about the other stuff? The tackles, again, Luongo and Ballo with 4 each. Interceptions, so 5 different players with 1 each. Clearances of the ball, Luongo with 7. Zach Sturge with 6, so obviously that's bumped his score up. Cranmer with 4, Ryan Leonard with 3, Jake Cooper with 3, and even Coburn with 2. That's not bad. Blocked shots. And this is the thing, you got to block the shots. Because Bender, he ain't that good. So you need to stop the ball getting towards him. And that's the blocking of the shots. So this is a really good thing to do. We need to, minimise the weaknesses in the team. In that the shot stopping of Bender is suspect. So blocking those shots is vital to ensuring that we don't concede any goals. Now, moving on to this from fbref.com. So you can see, because whenever you score a wonder goal, the XG on a wonder goal is very small. Because, oh my God, how did he score from there? Yes, the expected goal is very low because you're not expected to score from such a position. So that's why our XG is only 0.8, even though we got the 3 goals. Their XG is 0.4. So, that game should have been 1-0 based on the quality of chances that we created. But, we outperformed that by some way. So going down. Again, here's the match events that we've already seen. Possession 40 to 60. Passing accuracy 65 to 78. Shots on target 4 of 11 for us. 1 of 10 for them. They had 10 shots, but only 1 on target. Our keeper made one save. Their keeper made one save, but he missed the free. So that's the thing. We need to reduce the amount of saves that the keeper has to make. Fouls 17-8, corners 4-5, crosses 16-17, touches of the ball 485 to 659, tackles 21-16, interceptions 5-12, aerials 120-13, clearances 29-26, offsides 2-2, goal kicks 11-6, throw-ins 22-26, and long balls in that windy old stadium 99-76. Here are the Millwall players. The player with the highest XG, Jay Cooper, 0.4. And then Sturge, 0.2. Josh Coburn, 0.1. So Femi Aziz, where's Femi Aziz? So his chance was so it's not even registering as 0.1. It's less than 0.1 XG. So 0.1 would be, 10% chance of scoring? And 0.01 would be 1%. So we'll find out when we go to the shots, the list of the shots at the bottom of the page, how, what kind of chance that was. So 0.4 is 40%. So Jay Cooper, got the two shots on target. That's why, if you get your shots on target, you get your XG up. Shot creating actions, you can see that the two offensive actions directly leading to a shot, such as passes taken and drawing fouls. So it's the assist, but then also the move before the assist. And you've got Femi Aziz 5, Billy Mitchell 3, and Coburn 2, Cramo 2. So those are the most attacking players there in terms of helping to create shots. Now, take-ons. So, Femi Aziz 5 attempts at taking on the player, which is trying to dribble past them. Didn't get one of them. Zero. In fact, we tried it 11 times with various different players and only succeeded twice. Oh dear. What shall we look at next? Passing. Okay, weirdly, it's the shorter passing that some of them are not doing too well at. But the longer passes are doing fine, despite the wind. You can see, medium is between 15 and 30 yards, and short is between 5 and 15 yards. And you've got Billy Mitchell 66.7 on his short, but 80% on his medium. And 71.4 on his long, which is more than 30 yards. But then you got Luongo. He's 0 for 5 on his long passes. But his short passes looks like it's up there with the best. Jay Cooper's 100%, but it's 8 of 8. Not that many. But again, Luongo, not bad, eh? And Ballo, not Ballo. 6 of 6 on his medium passes, 1 of his long passes, 5 of 7 on his short passing. Not bad at all. In terms of total distance passing in yards, and then how much of that was forwards towards the opponent's goal line. Luongo 307, 146. Femi's is 317, 140. Okay. Pass types. Yep. Alright. Okay. Will Smallbone. Corner kicks. 3 in swinging, 1 out swinger. Yeah, he tried to score from one, didn't he? I don't know if he tried to score. He just tried to put it on the goalkeeper. And it went over the bar. You hate to see that. It's just a waste, that, isn't it? But then, you'll imagine, even if we would have got it in the penalty area, usually we just put the corners over the bar anyway, so that would have been a waste as well, really. Defensive actions, challenges. Okay. So tackles attempted. Trying to tackle a dribbler. Billy Mitchell tried it twice, did not succeed. Luongo once, 0. Zach Sturge once and 0. Possession. Okay. These are players mentioned before trying to dribble past someone. As again, Femi's is 5 and 0. I guess that's probably why he took the shot. He's probably having a... So, fucking hell, I can't dribble. I'm not getting past them. I might as well just shoot from here. Maybe that's what happened. In terms of carries of the ball. Josh Coburn, 16 carries of the ball for 65 yards. 9 yards of that was forwards. And you got Ivanovic, 4 carries of the ball for 32 yards. 1 of that was forwards. Yikes. Yeah, not much going on really in terms of getting on the ball and dribbling with it. It was more like long passes over the top, in behind, all that kind of stuff, wasn't it? Miscellaneous stats. Aerial duels. So we've seen all the aerial duels won, but what about the aerial duels lost? Well, Coburn is 33%, same as Ivanovic, with the same, which is interesting because obviously Ivanovic was on for 12 minutes and Coburn was on for 78 minutes. And they got the same aerial stats. Ballo 100%, but that's just off 1. Smallbone was 1-on-1, so 50%. Luke Condell 100% off 1. Luongo 100% off of 4. Zach Sturge 100% off of 3. Cooper though 3 and 4, so 42%. Crammer 3 and 2, and Ryan Linder 2 and 1. So there you go. If we go down to the keeper here, you can see shots on target against 1, goals against 0, saves 1, 100% save rate. Huzzah! Fantastic stuff. Post shot XG 0.2. Average length of his passes is 46.5 yards. The goal kicks, all of them were long, so obviously trying to take advantage of that wind. Average length from the 11 goal kicks was 67.4 yards. Crosses by the opponent into the penalty area 14. He came out and stopped twice, so that's a stop percentage of 14.3%. His average distance from his goal line was 9 yards, so a lot less than previous occasions. So maybe I'm told to stick back on his goal line and not come marauding out so much. Let's have a look. Here are the shots. Here are those shots. So as you can see, the first 5 shots are all Millwall shots, and then West Brom's 3 shots all happen in the same movement on the 36th minute. So Billy Mitchell blocked from 28 yards right footed. Jake Cooper saved by a header. Jake Cooper goal. A 16% chance goes up to 65% post shot XG. Yep, 8 yards out with his foot, not his head, his foot. That's the new one. Zach Sturge off target with his head, and then Josh Coburn blocked. And then you've got this move here. It's the same move. Malumbi passes it to Price, who shoots, gets blocked. Hegebo blocked, header, and then Malumbi blocked 15 yards out right footed. And then we have the half-time break. Come out, all guns blazing. Ballo, shot blocked, shot off target. They have a shot 55 minutes off target. And then Femi's scores that won the goal. Straight after that, it was a 2% chance. 2%, 0.02 XG. And it was 10% once he shot it. So it's a 2% chance. That means for every 100 times that he tries that shot, it goes in twice. Man, 28 yards out, left footed. How about that? And then 56 minutes to 72. Obviously, there's a lot of substitutions in between this for both teams. The next shot isn't until the 72nd minute with that Zach Sturge move that is the goal. Luongo passes it to Barrow, who passes it to Sturge to run onto. 7% chance, doubles up to 14% as he blasts it at the keeper's head, 12 yards out left forward. Bosh. And then, we're 3-0 up, cruising. Don't really want to take any risks. We, like I said, we made the changes, which kind of did weaken the team visibly. You could see that. And then you have West Brom just shot for them. Off target, saved. So Bender didn't make that save until the 83rd minute. We were already 3-0 up, thank God, by then, because if it would have went in, it would have been 3-1. They have a shot blocked, and then Imaku has a shot blocked from 24 yards out. Luongo has a shot off target 30 yards out, and then they try again. Header from 7 yards off target, and then blocked. And there you go. There you go. That's all she wrote. And on that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.